Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Go.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Hunt, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. These two teams all tied after one. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
You can't block me.
Mayfield looks to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Switch. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Two.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel.
Here we go.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
They're not ready for this. Run. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hurry. Switch.
Now Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by D.J. Reed, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that can go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, gun. Guys, pick it up. 29.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over first
The Browns drive about to get started. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well.
It got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Rabbit.
Mike's 57. Run. Hey, Alpha.
Silver. 57.
I got it.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield.
Get in the weight room.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Let's go. Come on.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Mayfield down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Browns 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Protein spill.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Hunt.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. Still, that race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
65, 65, 65.
11.
Watch twist. Jack.
11.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
13.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Coleman now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run. Chubb. And some room to work. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gotta do better.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry! Regular.
Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game.